Mr. Gazda here, 563, Igneous Rock questions. Here we go. You're going to need a reference table for sure. Check it out. First question, which igneous rock has a vesicular texture and contains the minerals potassium, feldspar, and quartz? And here are our four choices. You absolutely need the reference table. You cannot answer without the reference table. So I need vesicular texture and potassium, feldspar, and quartz. So vesicular texture is shown right here. It is these rocks in this row that goes right along here. So it's one of these. And to see the mineral, it has to be on this side of the chart, because these are the rocks. If you follow them down, it has potassium, feldspar, and quartz. Rocks over here, there is no potassium, feldspar, or quartz over here. So it has to be something over here. And if you were to look at your choices, let me see, is pumice a choice? Pumice is a choice. And you can go through each one, cross it out, and a site you will find is not the vesicular texture. Pegmatite is not vesicular texture. Pumice and scoria both do have vesicular texture, but scoria is over here, no potassium, feldspar, and quartz. Pumice here. Correct answer, pumice. So that is choice 3. 2. What is the origin of fine-grained igneous rock? Origin means where does it come from, basically. So, fine-grained, the reference table is not really going to help you very much, but fine-grained here means crystal size less than 1 millimeter. So that's very small. And it does kind of tell you here, extrusive volcanic. It will tell you there, but I think most students don't need that, and they will just have to know that it is not silt that settled in ocean waters, none of that. That's sedimentary rock. So it's not 3 or 4. You can cross those out. Lava that cooled slowly on Earth's surface or quickly on Earth's surface, and it's going to be 2. Cooled quickly. Cooled slowly is not going to occur on the surface. It's going to occur below the surface, underground, and therefore you would that slow cooling gives you a larger crystal size, a texture that would be either coarse or very coarse, but fine, cooled quickly on Earth's surface, and that would be choice number 2. Okay. This one, 3. Place these igneous rock textures in the proper order below. Cooled the slowest to the fastest. The slowest is very coarse. Those are the largest mineral crystals. That's cooled the slowest. The second slowest would be coarse. Then you have fine. And the cool the fastest of these is glassy texture, like obsidian. A glassy texture means it cools very quickly. Vesicular texture also cools quickly. It is vesicular texture is when the gas bubbles get trapped in the lava as it cools. They do not have a chance to escape. Therefore, you have the little holes in there, kind of like a sponge. 4. Draw a line graph to represent the relationship between depth of formation and crystal size. These are of igneous rocks, so this would be low depth, not far beneath the surface, deeper beneath the surface. Crystal size, low crystal size down here, big crystal size up here. The deeper that magma will cool, the slower it will cool, causing larger crystals. Therefore, low depth you have smaller crystal size. The deeper down it goes, you get larger crystal size. Hopefully you can understand that. Maybe I always encourage students to go back and check and say, well, if I have low depth, I have small crystal size. Check that. And then if I have higher depth or deeper below the surface, I will then have bigger crystal size. And then ask yourself, based on what you know in your head, does that make sense to you? Is that what you know to be true? And that is the case. That is the direct relationship there. 5. Which 3 minerals are most commonly found in the igneous rock? Granite. Another one. Absolutely need your reference table. If you don't use your reference table, you're just guessing. Okay, so the way you do it, the rocks are up here, and the minerals that make up the rocks are down here. Granite, you go down here, and these are the minerals that make it up. So granite has potassium feldspar in it, quartz, some plagioclase feldspar, some biotite mica there, and some amphibole. Let's see which will be the best answer here. I think it is 4. Plagioclase feldspar, potassium feldspar, and quartz. These will have minerals that rule them out. No pyroxene, no olivine, no calcite, no gypsum. So it's choice 4. Okay, on the back, here we go. On the back. Base your answers to 81 through 82 on the diagram of an ophiolite drill core sample, and map below, and on your knowledge of earth science. The dot on the map represents the location where the ophiolite drill core sample was taken. You don't need to know what ophiolite is. You just know it's a core sample of rocks. Don't let these things you don't know stop you. Don't just stop in your tracks and say, I don't know. Keep going. Because clay and basalt, look at this. What are the approximate crystal sizes in basalt and gabbro found in the Oregon drill core samples? Now you have to know to find out about this crystal sizes into the reference table, basalt, gabbro, and it gives you millimeters, so it wants sizes in millimeters. You would go here. Basalt is here. Less than 1 millimeter is the crystal size. Okay? What's the other one? It's gabbro, I believe. Gabbro, right here, crystal size 1 millimeter to 10 millimeters is the crystal size. So, this is less than 1 millimeter. And gabbro, 1 millimeter to 10 millimeters. Alright? That's where you get that from the reference table. 82. Describe how the mineral composition of dunite is different from the mineral composition of peridotite. Okay, reference table as well. How are they different? Dunite from peridotite. Now, what we have here, here's peridotite. These are the minerals in peridotite. Okay, so you have some pyroxene here, and pretty much the rest is olivine. Dunite, if you look at the minerals in dunite, this little section right here, is pretty much all olivine. So, maybe an answer like, peridotite has olivine and pyroxene, dunite is only olivine. Something like that. They both have a lot of olivine. Peridotite has pyroxene, dunite doesn't. Something like that. Dunite is composed solely of olivine. Peridotite is olivine and pyroxene. Something such as that, compare them together. That all of those types of answers would work here. But that is where you would find it on the reference table. And 56 is an unrelated question to this, and it goes like this. Identify one similarity and one difference between the igneous rocks andesite and diorite. Okay, you have to go here. You do not know this in your head. Andesite and diorite. Similarity and difference. Andesite, diorite is what we're comparing. The similarity, because they're both in the same column, probably the best answer would be, the mineral composition is similar. They're both made of plagioclase and biotite and amphibole, mostly. So the mineral composition is what's similar. You probably could say that the color should be generally similar, the density. Okay. Composition is similar, but best answer is probably similar. They have similar mineral composition. They're made of similar minerals. Okay. So that would be a good answer for similarity. Now a difference between andesite and diorite. What would the best difference be? Well, if you look at this part of the chart, extrusive forms outside of Earth, is volcanic. Diorite forms intrusive, called plutonic, inside Earth. And you could look over here. The best thing is you could use crystal size. Andesite has a smaller crystal size. Diorite has a larger crystal size. You could say that. That's probably the best answer. The texture, andesite has fine texture. Diorite has coarse texture, and that kind of refers to the crystal size. Those are the best answers. Okay, use a reference table for that. That's that there. So that was homework 563, and just some kind of basic review of some igneous rock stuff and using the reference table. Hope you enjoyed that. Mr. Gazda, over and out.